What are the Janamsakhis? Hi, I'm Dr. James Holt, and the main source of contemporary narrations of the life of Guru Nanak come from Guru Granth Sahib. One such example was where, as a child, he rejected the wearing of the sacred thread as it was going to break and become dirty. The saying is related in Guru Granth Sahib, but this will have formed some of the source material for the narration of the story in the Janamsakhis. Janamsakhis are narratives of the events of the life of Guru Nanak. Initially, some of these were pictures that illustrated events from Guru Nanak's life. They quickly became written down as narratives, and in the language of myth and allegory, the Janamsakhis depict the divine dispensation of the first Sikh, his concern for kindness, social cohesiveness, and his stress on the divine unity and the consequent unity of humanity. For some, the Janamsakhis have been seen as unreliable sources of accurate information about the life of Guru Nanak. The suggestion is that because they were written after his death, that they tell us more about the world and the beliefs of the people who recited the narrative than they do about Guru Nanak himself. Kirpal Singh wrote to reassert the importance of Janamsakhi tradition. He suggests that the writers of the earliest Janamsakhis relied on two main sources: the Bani, or the teachings of Guru Nanak, which were found in the Adi Granth, later Guru Granth Sahib, and then secondly the first Var of Bhai Gurdas, who was a close companion of an important figure in Sikh history, Baba Buddha. Further, he argues that the Janamsakhis are not intended as either biographies nor hagiographies, but as anecdotes put together to help people understand the life and teachings of Guru Nanak. To try to read them as history would perhaps be problematic, but to dismiss them as such would be similarly problematic. However, their mythical and allegorical dimension does not reduce their importance for Sikh history. The main Janamsakhis that have been used at different points throughout history include Baibala Janamsakhi, Vilayat Valley Janamsakhi, Mani Singh's Janamsakhi, and Meharban Janamsakhi. Questions are raised about each of these. Khushwant Singh, for example, suggests that although none of these Janamsakhis are contemporary, they are certainly based on some biography which was written earlier, but it's now untraceable. An historian can neither discard nor accept the Janamsakhis in their entirety. Everything they state must be tested. It's possible in analysing the writing of the text to explore the text in terms of understanding both the life of Guru Nanak and also the communities which produced these texts. This type of approach should include the reading of the text to explore the things we learn about Guru Nanak from the narrative, and also what we learn about the community that produced it. What links are there to Guru Granth Sahib? The possible historicity claims that can be made about these narratives, and how the text is used by